Today I'm going to film my EJV OSCE. So what you would do is, in a conscious patient, you would obviously ask permission, but if they're unconscious, you would just tilt their head to the side to try and increase the jugular venous distension. Other ways you can do this is by raising their legs or telling them to bear down, and you can always apply supraclavicular tamponade as well. So to start, you'll clean the site with an alcohol swab, doing the circular motion. And then I'm going to prep my sodium chloride solution. So I will attach my bluntful needle, and then I'll just get my offsider to check this. So I've read it in my head, and I'll just get my offsider to check it out loud.
Yep. So sodium chloride 0.9%, 10 ml, expires 2020.
Sweet. And then I'll read it out loud myself. Sodium chloride 0.9% in 10 ml, expires 2020. Cool. So we'll draw up about 3 mils of this, as that's all that's needed to reduce the chance of an air emboli when we insert the catheter. So I'll recap that for sterility. And then prepping my catheter by attaching the syringe to the end of it. And then I'll just make sure that there's no air in that syringe. So take the cap off, sharps out, and then apply tamponade in the supraclavicular area and above the injection site, and insert at 15 to 20 degrees and draw back on the syringe to check for flashback. So we've got flashback, so we can flatten in advance 3 mils into the vein, and then we can leave the hub in the vein and withdraw the needle. Sharps away. Once that's done, keep applying the supraclavicular tamponade and pop the lure plug on the end, and then we can just fix it into place with part of our tegaderm. And now I've got my saline flush prepared, so I'll read that in my head again, and I'll get to my offsider to double check it for me.
So sodium chloride 10 ml, expires 2020.
Sweet, thank you. Sodium chloride 10 ml, expires 2020. So we'll uncap that, attach it to the lure just to make sure that we flush properly into the vein and not into the extravenous spaces. Cool, that flushes nicely. So now we can secure it fully with our tegaderm. And just for the purpose of the video, we've used a 20 gauge on the mannequins, but we would normally use a 14 to 16 gauge. And we would write down the time that we've inserted this on the little sticker here and leave it on until we get the patient to hospital. Cool, so it's inserted in the top third of the vein to avoid any chance of a tension pneumothorax, and from here we're good to go.